Billy, how do you think I'm going to play Monster Hunter Rise when it comes out?
Oh, I think you're gonna build lots of armor sets and lots of weapons and use lots of items.
Nope! For my playthrough of Monster Hunter Rise, to make sure I never get bored, I decided that I'm going to play it like a Nuzlocke. In case you don't know what that is, a Nuzlocke challenge is a set of rules intended to create a higher level of difficulty while playing the Pokemon games. The two main rules are you can only catch the first Pokemon on every route, and if a Pokemon faints, it's considered dead. Some also add other rules, for example no items. Obviously, implementing these specific rules is impossible, however, we can modify them to fit Monster Hunter games. So for the first rule, we can say that you can only make one armor set per rank without looking at the skills. So one low rank armor set, one high rank armor set, and one G rank armor set, if the game is going to have G rank. Furthermore, you can only make one weapon per rank, and it has to be from the monster whose armor set you've chosen. So for example, in low rank, if you decided to make a Great Jaggy armor set, then you can only make one Great Jaggy weapon. High rank, if you decided to make a Tetranodon armor set, then you can only make one Tetranodon weapon. By the way, we don't know yet if Great Jaggy will return to Rise, that was just an example. For the second rule, we can say that if you die, then you have to restart the battle, and for the third rule, we can say that you can only use items that you absolutely need, like a trap and some trank bombs for a capture quest. Now this last rule does seem too harsh, as playing through the game without potions or without sharpening your weapon is definitely a challenge in itself. So I'm gonna modify it and say that you can only use 5 healing items like mega potions, life powder, etc. and the rest of the items you can use as much as you want. So I'm gonna try and stick to these rules during my playthrough of Monster Hunter Rise. In case you're wondering why I made such a decision, well, I don't know about you guys, but for me the beginning of Monster Hunter games sometimes get a bit boring. For example, during the first couple of hours of low rank, you're doing lots of gathering quests and fighting monsters that aren't really that exciting. This isn't that bad when you're playing a Monster Hunter game for the first time, but after you've played a couple you kind of just want to get the beginning of the game over with as fast as possible. Another drawback of these games for me is the difficulty. Low rank and most high rank quests are usually a bit too easy. G rank quests and some DLC quests are usually the ones that are actually challenging. For some this is completely fine, but for me, doing so many of these quests that are easy to get through gets boring. Which is why I decided that I'm going to spice things up with a set of rules. In the comments let me know if you've ever tried anything like this in a Monster Hunter game, and I will see you next time.